that because last time I kind of forgot that I was supposed to like let us like go through the whole sequence. I just kind of just went.
Yeah.
Next time, Shelly, how about you stop me? Damn it.
Shelly Salt.
But yeah, we're live now. So I'm Mercer, and that's Shelly. And like we said, we'll be asking you questions. Our overall goal is to make sure we find your personality type, and that you have something that you feel is reflective of you, not to give you some bogus bullshit. But yeah, we have a Facebook group called MongolianMindset. You are free to join. It's a self-development group. We talk about everything. It's basically trying to help each other reach the level of life that we want.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm in it at the moment, and I haven't had time to look too deeply in there, but I do browse posts when I get notifications, and they're all something that I'm working towards. So
Dope.
self-improvement. So
Yeah. So
seems like a cool group, man.
yeah. So can you introduce yourself, man?
Yeah, so I'm Aaron. I'm from the UK. I recently dropped out of college. I was studying accounting. Wasn't really my thing. As growing up, I was told to do what I'm good at. And what I was good at was maths. And at the time when I was going through puberty, it was like I was very antisocial. So I was antisocial. I liked maths. Everyone in my family was like, do what you're good at. So I did that at college, and then I realized that really wasn't my thing. So I currently work at a restaurant, and I'm doing an apprenticeship in hospitality. So that's kind of what I'm going for at the moment. I want to be in the hospitality industry, something that I'm quite interested in, definitely. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And yeah, like I'm just kind of recently got into MBTI and other bits of like psychology because I want to like improve myself because I want to a few of the jobs I want to do like involve I'd like people focus, so it's like I really want to make myself the best version of me. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do at the moment, which is why I'm here, really.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, uh, how was your childhood?
Uh, it was, I think the word I'd use to describe it was probably quite lonely. I don't have any siblings. I don't, well, I do have a dad, but like he's not in my life. I lost my granddad. I lost my nan. I don't have relationship with my mum, so I really didn't have anyone growing up. I had my granddad till the age of about 10, 11. So after he died, just kind of didn't really have anyone, so it was quite lonely. I'd often just be in my room reading or playing games with like my online friends. So it was lonely, but it was good. Like I had fun. I had experiences. So yeah, it wasn't bad, but it was just lonely. Yeah.
Man. Yeah. So, what is 3 words that your friends would use to describe you?
3 words. I would say probably hardworking is one that my work friends would describe me as. I think maybe even my friends outside of work as well, because the occasional time we do activities that actually involve work, like I'm always quite involved. So I'd say hardworking. I've been described as like quite friendly, especially at work, because whenever someone new joins, I always try and like I'm always the one to try and help them like fit in and feel comfortable. So I really try my best to be friendly and make these people feel comfortable. And I think a third one would be annoying. I'd say that's a fair word. It can be quite annoying because it's funny.
So you talked about dropping out earlier from accounting. So what ultimately gave you the push to do that? It's a big decision.
It wasn't a very hard decision. I knew from like I was in college for 9 months, and I knew from month 2 or 3 this was not something I wanted to do. So the reason why I stayed 6-7 months after that was literally just for the social aspect. But yeah, I knew from 2 months I was kind of like, this isn't something I want to be doing. But I stayed for the social aspect, and then after those 6 months, it was just like I knew this was definitely not something I wanted to be doing. So I just left. I'm not going to do something that's pointless. It was just pointless. Like there was absolutely no reason for me to be there. It was more beneficial to look for other options, and I think I definitely took the right route. So I'm happy.
What's one of your favorite hobbies?
My favorite hobby at the moment is chess. I really like chess. I started playing chess about a year ago, but I only really properly got into it about 4 or 5 months ago. Someone from work who is an intj plays it, and he kind of got me into it. We play a few times on our breaks, and then he introduced me to chess.com, and then I've just been playing a lot of that. So that's my main one at the moment. Maybe when it goes back to the summer, probably like football, chess will kind of balance out, but at the moment just chess. Yeah, winter. It's cold.
Yeah, man. I play a lot of chess. I mean, I play chess myself. I've been playing it for years. I do have chess.com. It's on the Mercer Nation if you ever want to play. What's your ELO score?
Probably beat me.
My friend got me on chess.com. I was playing on Social Chess, which is for the iPhone. My score there, my ELO score there was over 2,000. So
over 2,000.
Yeah.
We are not playing. You're gonna destroy me, bro.
Yeah, I've been playing for a while, but yeah.
I can pay you to coach me, but 2,000, that's mad.
Yeah,
so you've only been playing for a few years?
I've been playing for like 5 years. 5-6 years.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but like I beat my friend so bad that no one wants to play me, you know. But
so
yeah,
you're too good that.
I mean, you start studying the like the openings, the closing, the pawn structures, the stuff like that. There's so many YouTube videos on. You start watching like Bobby Fischer games and Sposnik's games and stuff like that.
I love watching. Thing is, watching games of your level is good because you can learn things, but watching game like pros, like it's just you can really appreciate it.
Yeah,
some of the moves they play is just crazy.
And I was really surprised with chess.com because it tells you your mistakes and all that, man. That's kind of like awesome.
Shows
really you
good.
Like where you made an error or whatnot, or where you didn't like finish the game, where you had opportunity to finish the game.
Yeah.
So
it will offer you if you have premium, which I do, it will offer you like lessons for the things that you make mistakes on. So it gives you like what's the word, like personal lessons and what you need to work on. So it's really good. I like it.
Did you find chess to be easy for yourself or a little bit tougher?
Did I find it to be easy? I definitely wouldn't call it easy. No. I think I kind of developed faster than most people. I think my brain is like, chess is all about memory, and my memory is one of my strong points. So it was a little bit easier for me than most people, but you can't call chess easy. Like, chess is not easy. Chess is not a game you can be good at. Like, even if you're a pro, like you're gonna make so many mistakes. Chess is a game about perfection, and like no one is ever going to reach even close to that level. So it's crazy.
You follow Magnus Carlsen?
Yeah, I follow Magnus, Hikaru, Anish. Like I like all of those. And then I follow some YouTubers and they'll post games of other chess pros. But obviously, people want the views, so they just post games of Hikaru and Magnus. But it's good to watch other people play because it's like they play differently. They have good games as well. So
Yeah, dope. So if you were given 3 wishes, what 3 wishes would you make?
3 wishes. To have, I'd say to have a family, like to have a family life, to have like a brothers and sisters and like a mom and dad that like love me and care for me. I feel like I can't really say it from experience, but I feel like brother and sister bonds are like brother, sister, sister, sister. I think those bonds are like the strongest because you've been through like the same shit. You're gonna understand each other way better. I think I can't speak from experience, but that's my idea of it. So to have a family, other 2 other wishes. To It's probably a very vague answer, but to just be like a great person, like to be likable, to have a great impact in the world, to be happy, to make others happy. It's probably a very vague answer, but that's something I'd say. People to consider me a great person. And then the third one, probably just for like world peace, kind of like in so many aspects. I think that would be good. Example at the moment, like a common trend's going around. You probably heard about it. You look like you go gym, but like the gym TikToks of where like the woman posts videos on TikTok of men harassing them, but then they're not actually like harassing them at all. They're just like walk past, and I find that it's just incredibly stupid. It's just incredibly unnecessary. I just think people focus on the wrong things. I don't know if that ties into world peace. I think it does because it's like it's very unpeaceful to cause drama online and cause drama for people. So I would say that. I'd say world peace.
Okay.
How do you go about learning new things?
How do I go about learning new things? I'm not great at learning new things. Like I love to learn new things, but the problem I often encounter is like if, for example, MBTI, there's so many different like bits to it. I'll try and learn one thing and then I'll get caught up in another thing. So it's just this loop of where I try and focus on one thing, but then I get constantly distracted. So I find it a little bit difficult sometimes to just focus on one thing and to focus in general. So fairly difficult, yeah. But I have good memory, so it's all right.
Where do you get your good memory from?
So I think I don't really want to go into it, but as like I had my mum had an abusive partner, and it kind of forced me to like have to remember things, otherwise I'd get like punished. So I think that's where it came from. I think it forced me to have good memory, so probably that, yeah. And maybe biological stuff.
What do you want to be remembered for?
Remembered for I think if I was to die tomorrow, I'd want people to just if I was to die tomorrow, I'd want people to just remember me for being a good person. If I died like in 60 years, maybe it would be a bit of a different answer. Maybe I just want to have like a big impact on the world. I want people to remember me for the things that I've helped them to achieve. So yeah, kind of depends when, but.
Do you ever feel like people take advantage of you?
At work, yes, because but that's kind of like a thing where the boss kind of has to take it like advantage of his good people for like the sake of the company and his own job. So I don't feel bad about that. I think in terms of my friends, I wouldn't say they take advantage of me. I feel like sometimes I try and I don't know. No, I don't think they do. I'm not going to try and find a reason why I think people take advantage of me. I don't think they do.
Yeah.
I think I surround myself with good people, I think.
Do you feel like you're a pretty good judge of character?
What does that mean, sorry?
Do you like? Can you tell like when somebody's a good person, bad person?
Yeah, I feel like I'm fairly good at judging people. Like obviously, my job has quite a high, well, not obviously, but it has quite a high turnover of staff. So I'm constantly meeting new people, and I'd say my judgments are fairly okay. I do stalk people on Facebook, and I thought this guy that joined was really edgy. I stalked him on Facebook. His bio was literally saying something about him losing the will to live. So I felt like that was a pretty good judgment. The person, when I joined work, and now I'm like, he's kind of like my work best friend. He's the person that I had the best feeling about. So I feel like I am, but it's a hard thing to judge because you never really know, like the person. You never really know a person fully. Most people you aren't going to know incredibly well. It's a hard question.
You talked about your intj friend. How'd you meet him?
So yeah, he was just from work. He was the first. He was the best friend I'm talking about at work. He's kind of like my best mate. I met him on my first day there. He interviewed me. The interview was pretty good. He was very. He was very friendly. He was very to the point. He made me feel at ease. Like he made me coffee. He told me it's just going to be like, it's nothing too serious. Like just relax, and I really appreciated that. And then we kind of our friendship kind of stemmed from us talking about different things that we do, talking about people from work. We both have very similar views, so like we both like the way we think about things and people is very similar. Not very similar, but pretty similar. So so it's one of the better friendships I have in my life. The only thing is he is 5 years older, so it's a little bit more complicated than but yeah.
Yeah, man. Shelly, how are you feeling? You want to go more? What are you thinking?
No, I think we got it.
So we're gonna converse here. Shelly, you want to tell them what we got?
So we got enfp.
Yeah.
enfp.
Yeah.
enfp.
Yeah. So what we noticed very off immediately was that you were initiating. I noticed that pretty early on when you came right into the call. You started initiating with me, and I was like, oh, I'm like trying to get Shelly in here, and I'm all cursing and stuff. And like you were pretty initiating there. You initiated in the interview, so that would make you extroverted. You also progression. So you talk about how things move from a sequence to a sequence. You're a starter, obviously, with initiating and progression that makes you informative. Informative means you give a lot of extra information. You're not specific, concise, and to the point like your buddy who's an intj is. You kind of beat around the bush, descriptive, wordy. That you're a TEFI user. You talked about like what was important to you. Your best mate. You talked about, oh, he's my best mate. He's my best this. You seem to be able to easily able to distinguish that. You came off very affiliative. You talked about like the boss has to take advantage of the workers. That's just in the best interest of the company. So that was affiliative and interest. You knew what was in it for the boss in the company. So yeah, we got you down as an ENFP, man.
Hey, it's kind of funny. So I type myself as an ENTP. And I commented on a YouTube video the other day, and somebody literally commented on my comment and said, that's an ENFP comment. I was like, I think I'm an ENTP. And he was like, no man, it's like TI trickster, do better. And I'm like, okay. So I think I've got to go let him know that he was right. I didn't. That's the thing. Like every single test I've done. Not that I agree with a lot of the tests. Every single test I've done has me down as a thinking type. But the reason why I was so confused is that Joseph's model is obviously NF is idealist, which is all to do with people. I really think like everything I want to do in life is to do with people. Yeah. So that's where I kind of got a bit stuffed, where I was like, that's to do with people. That's literally what I want to do in my whole life. So, it's kind of cool that got to the bottom of it.
Yeah, man. ENFPs are pretty cool, man. I think they're the most like personality type, to be honest.
You think?
Everybody loves a fucking ENFP, man.
I literally had a conversation the other. I'm very insecure about that. I literally had a conversation I had a conversation the other day with the INTJ friend, and I was like, how do I be more likable? Like, do people like me? He was like, nah, everyone at work likes you. No one has ever said they don't like you.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, so I agree with that. That's good. So what, like, obviously I have to do more research on this, but what are the differences between an ENTP and an ENFP? And how did you know that I was a feeler type as opposed to a thinking type?
Okay, so you got to break it down into other things. So the difference between an ENFP and an ENTP is ENTP is a TIFE user. You're a TEFI user. That's the reason why you just said a TE statement just a second ago. I got to go do more research. So that's a TE statement. That's not a TI statement. So off that alone, that's another point for TE. But ENTP is also pragmatic. So they care about doing what's effective. They really aren't affiliative, so they don't really care about inclusion. They don't care about the group. They kind of like to be independent. As in the ENFP is interdependent. They like inclusions. They like when people like get along and stuff like that. Stuff like that.
Yeah, I really agree with that. I can be independent, but like I'm always using the term at work, like a team. Like we need to work on this as a team. I was assigned something and I made a post and I was like, although this is like a solo challenge, we also need to be working as a team to try and help improve this. Like, so definitely, I definitely agree with that.
That's interdependent. But I think a lot of people kind of put like the wrong context on affiliative versus pragmatic. It's just I like to use David Keirsey's definition. He likes cooperation versus utilitarian mindset. So pragmatic would go under the utilitarian mindset, and affiliative would go under the cooperation. So and ENTPs are systematic, so they talk about the system behind everything, and ENFPs are interest focused. So and they're global interest, so they're like people interest focused. So like, what's good for the company? What's good for Shelly? What's good for you? Like, what are you getting out of a situation? They understand that. As an ENTP is systematic, so they tend to like behave in a way that gives them a little bit more control over their life by installing systems or structures. So,
cool. I agree with that, man. I agree with that. You two seem like you're pretty confident on that. So
I called it a while. I mean, man, I've done a lot of typing sessions at this point. I've done a lot of celebrity typing. So you start to see these patterns, and you start to see them like unfold, and it's just like it just like starts folding out in front of you, and you like just grab it. Like, okay, that's the pattern. Boom, and you throw it over there. My TE loves to throw something into a box. Because I'm a high TE user, so I love to throw somebody in a box. Like, get your ass in that box,
Yeah. Just one more thing. Like, the two, I guess at the moment, the two kind of main people in my life are an INTJ and I think he's an INFJ. I think. So is that quite a common thing for ENFPs to get along with INTJs and INFJs?
Well, ENFPs are a lot. They marry INTJs. I think that's
married,
one of.
Did you say?
They marry INTJs. A lot of ENFPs marry like INTJs. It's like a very common, I guess, pairing, whatnot. That's been seen, but I think based off CSJ stuff, I think your golden pair is an INFJ, so that would make sense with why. But like I said, ENFPs are just like everybody loves an ENFP, man. I wouldn't be shocked if you had a billion friends, man. Like everyone loves an ENFP.
Yeah. I got someone joined work the other day, and then we had like a team night out, and she said she thought I was like the main character. I found that a little bit what's the word, like
unsettling?
Sorry?
Unsettling?
I didn't like it. I don't think there's a main character, but I got what she was trying to say. So I'm guessing that's like a common thing then, which is cool. That's what I want to be. I want to be liked. I want to be involved with people. So super cool.
Yeah, man. But yeah, we have a self-development group where like we post different things. I post a lot of stuff from dealing with charisma, how to be a better guy, man, that type of aspect. Basically taking yourself to the next level. I know there's things that you're good at that I'm not good at, but we have a group and we just post things. I hope people like actually click on the videos that I post sometimes and learn something or do anything. But that's what we do. Sometimes we debate stuff. We have a monthly call where we get together and we talk about our goals for the month and how we accomplish those goals. And that the overall outcome for that is for everybody to, if you are doing that every month, then you will achieve more goals, It's kind of like writing something down. And on top of that, we come together and we talk about it. So it's like, kind of feel like, are you going to be that person that didn't do something last month again? Shelly, are you going to be that person that didn't do something again? And you know how many months in a row before it's like, oh shit, Shelly ain't gonna show up this month because she didn't fucking accomplish her goals.
I checked out before you could ask me, actually.
Huh?
I said I checked out before you could ask me.
I know. Yeah. You think you're sneaky, but yeah, that's pretty much what we do over there.
Yeah, is that the MongolianMindset one?
Yeah.
I already got added to that one, so
dope.
Seen a few posts in there.
Yeah, your typing session will be in the group, so you can go ahead and review it. And see if you see the difference. I feel pretty confident you're ENFP, man.
Yeah, you were like, you didn't even like. I saw on your channel, like in one of them, you talked a bit at like the end. You didn't talk. You were like, I think we know. Like, Shelly, do you want to say, like, you seem super confident? So,
yeah, he actually had ENFP from the beginning. I was like, no, we have to go through and.
What happened at the beginning?
I just noticed very early on. I was like, oh, this guy's initiating. Okay, this guy's informative. Okay, this guy is TFI. So I'm down to ESFP and ENFP. Then he's talking about his memory. Then he's abstracting. Okay, he's ENFP. I'm done. It's just like.
I had to make sure. We checked for ESFP, but
yeah,
you're definitely any user.
Yeah, we tried to check against ESFP to make sure, because the only SE and I user that's a starter is a ESFP.
So, SE and E. So is that what I am?
No, you're an NE user. You're an SI NE user. Okay.
That's why you get. Yeah, you get like jump down rabbit holes when you're trying to learn new things.
Mm-hmm.
So
like
NE users.
A SE NI user, if you would have been that, you would have been an ESFP, because that's the only starter that's a SE user is an ESFP. Okay, so but you were talking about the memory, talk about how somebody forced you, so they're hitting you on your SI, and now you've gotten like a lot stronger from that. That was more talking about your SI strength. So yeah, we're like, okay, SE is dead. SE is dead. So by default, he's an ENFP.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's good that it's like kind of like a solid thing where like you're for sure, because then there's no like I can just do a bit of research and I know that that's what I am. Yeah. So that's really cool. Yeah, I really appreciate it, guys.
No problem, man.
I'll definitely be active in the group when I can. I do work quite a lot. I usually work nights, so I usually work like night shifts like till like 10, 11. So
yeah, I work night shifts.
Usually you work night shifts. So
7P to 7A.
So when do you usually do these like live streams then? Like what time?
I just do these when I'm off, man. So I'm off every day. The same days every week. I convince them to give me work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday every week. So I do those, and then I try to put like a YouTube video out every day. But sometimes it be more challenging, but I really try to. And I go to the gym. I feel like every male should go to the gym. Like there's no excuse. It's 2023.
Yeah, that's something I'm trying to get back into. It's difficult though, because I can only really go after a shift. I have to walk half an hour there, and I have to walk 1.5 hour home, and I spend an hour 30 in there. So it's like 3.5 hours it takes after like I finish at 10, so I get home at like 2 a.m. It's bloody hard, but yeah, I totally agree with that. You're looking great, man. You're looking great.
Man, thank you, man. But yeah, we're out of here, man. I got to take a little nap before the next section. All right, brother, take it easy.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
No problem. Shelly, that's 2 for 2.